Good afternoon, everyone. The Committee of Adjustment meeting will begin momentarily. Before we begin today's meeting, Seguin Township acknowledges that we are on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe peoples in the Huron-Robinson Treaty Area. We recognize and respect the long history of First Nations and Métis peoples on this land, and that this region continues to be home to many thriving First Nations communities that have lived on Turtle Island for time immemorial. Seguin Township is committed to ongoing learning, responsible stewardship of our planet, and building relationships to help create a better future for generations to come. So I require a mover and seconder, please, for a resolution to convene as Committee of Adjustment for November 12th, 2025 hearing. Moved by Greg. Seconded by Lee. That the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin hereby convenes at 4:01 p.m. on Wednesday, November the 12th, 2025. All in favor? And carried. So the Committee of Adjustment hereby convenes a public meeting as per the Planning Act. Applicants and the public can speak at the public meeting. When asked who wishes to speak to an application, please raise your hand, state your name and address, and direct all comments through me. Notice of the decisions will be sent to applicants and to the public if requested. Only the prescribed persons as per the Planning Act may appeal a decision or condition of approval within 20 days after the decision. A couple of housekeeping items. Those of you who are physically present, if you address the committee, please proceed to the podium and tap the microphone, look for the green light, and then everyone can hear you. And folks in the Zoom screen, please keep your mics on mute until you're ready to talk to us. Thanks. So I require a mover and seconder, please, for a resolution to accept today's agenda. Moved by Wibb, seconded by Greg. That the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin hereby approves the agenda for the November 12th, 2025 hearing. All in favor? And carried. So we have a couple of sets of minutes to approve today. So if I could have a mover and seconder, please, for accepting the regular meeting minutes. Moved by Lee, seconded by Greg. That the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin hereby accepts as read and circulated the minutes of its last hearing that took place Wednesday, October the 8th, 2025. All in favor? And carried. And one more time, mover and seconder for the special meeting minutes. Moved by Wibb, seconded by Greg. That the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin hereby accepts as read and circulated the minutes of its last special meeting that took place on Thursday, October 30th, 2025. All in favor? And carried. And disclosure of pecuniary interest. Do we have anyone to declare any conflicts or interests today? None declared. All right, we will move forward with the applications. I will ask the Secretary Treasurer to introduce our first application.
The purpose of permission to expand application A 2025-0031C Con is to construct additions to the existing housekeeping cabins. Correspondence of no concern was received from MTO.
Okay, thank you. Anyone here representing this application who wishes to address the committee?
My name is Ethan Bonnert. I'm here with my colleague, Glenn Burrell. We're planners with Glenn Chenard and Associates, representing the landowner.
Yes, go ahead. Just, I forgot to mention to agents that we do have all the full reports from all the agents, committee members were circulated, so no need to rehash the same information, but, you know, whatever new information or anything you wish to highlight, please go ahead.
Yes, from our end, we've read the report. We've understand the conditions and we agree with the conditions. We have no further presentation. However, we're happy to answer any questions or provide any additional information that members of the public or committee may have.
Okay, good. Thank you. Stand by. I'll turn it over to committee. Any questions, comments on this application? Okay, none heard. Anyone present wishing to say anything? No, then I will look for a mover and seconder to bring this forward. Moved by Greg, seconded by Lee. That the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves permission to expand application A-2025-0031-C for Con to construct a 27.5 square meter addition with a 10.9 square meter attached deck to housekeeping cabin 1 and a 27 square meter addition to housekeeping cabin number 2. Subject to the following conditions: the extent of the permissions conform to that shown on the plans attached to the appendix of the decision. And number 2, that the owner applies for and obtains the required building permits for the additions within 3 years of the date of decision of the Committee of Adjustment. All in favor? And carried.
The application has been approved and you will get a letter in the next few days notifying you of the decision, and the 20-day appeal period starts now.
Okay, thank you, folks who are attending. You may stay or you can leave the meeting as you wish. We will proceed with next application, please, Madam Secretary.
The purpose of minor variance application A-2025-0034F for Repar is to legalize a gazebo with an attached deck requiring a variance for height of an accessory structure. No formal correspondence was received.
Okay, thank you. Anyone wish to speak to this application? Yes, sir, go ahead. Tap for the green on the bottom of the mic. There's a little pad. There you go. Thank you.
My name is Paul Rapar. I'm the property owner. I have nothing to add, but if you have any questions.
Okay, good. Stand by for 2 seconds. Anyone have any questions for the applicant? Okay. No questions, so you're free to take a seat again. Just turn the mic off, please, if you don't mind. Thank you. We'll bring it forward to vote then. Moved by Greg, seconded by Lee. That the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves variance application A-2025-0034-F for Repar to legalize a gazebo with an attached deck on the property. The following variance to zoning bylaw 2006-125 has been requested under section 4.1.4, building height for accessory structures gazebo. Maximum permitted height is 4.5 meters, proposed is 4.96 for a variance of 0.46 meters, subject to the following conditions. Number 1, the extent of the variance will generally conform to that shown on the plans attached to the appendix of the decision. And number 2, that the owner applies for and obtains the required permit for the gazebo within 1 year of the date of decision of the Committee of Adjustment. All in favor? And carried.
The application has been approved. You will get a letter in the next few days notifying you the decision, and the 20-day appeal period starts now.
Sorry, next application.
The purpose of minor variance application A-2025-0035H for Ellis is to construct a one-story boathouse with an attached boatport over an existing dock, requiring variances for a minimum setback from the side lot lines and maximum lot coverage within 60 meters of the shoreline. Correspondence of no concerns was received from MTO.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. Once again, anyone wishing to address this application?
Good afternoon, Chair and committee members. My name is Jack Lorenz. I'm the agent in this case. My address is 370 Phillip Street East, Gravenhurst, Ontario, P1P1M5. Most of it should be outlined in the report. Obviously, we're doing everything we can to use the existing dock to keep the construction costs low, while also trying to create a little bit of privacy by having the sun deck off to the opposite side where we're encroaching. Obviously, the client did purchase the property with the lot coverage pretty much maxed out, and we're just asking for a bit of forgiveness there. So, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Stand by. Committee, any questions? Whip, go ahead, please.
Through you, Mr. Chair. I just, I noticed a letter this afternoon. It said something about MTO. Was concerned that they didn't have a legal entrance with MTO so far. So that looked like something that needed to be addressed. I gather the docks were there when the present owner purchased the property.
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you, Whip. Did you want any comment on the MTO or?
I can comment on that. So there has been an existing entrance. I've been talking to the property owners today, and we're going to do everything we need to satisfy the MTO requirements before we apply for a building permit.
Okay, super, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll look for a mover and seconder to bring this to vote. Moved by Whib, seconded by Greg. That the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves variance application A-2025-0035-H for Ellis to construct a one-story, one-slip boathouse with an attached one-slip boat port over a portion of an existing dock, and requests the following variances to zoning bylaw 2006-125 under section 4.28C, table 4.3, minimum setback from the side lot lines for a boathouse. 12.5 meters is permitted. Proposed is 6.01 meters for a variance of 6.49 meters. And under section 6.3, table 6.3, column 2, maximum lot coverage within 60 meters of the shoreline, 7.5% permitted. Proposed 9.97% for a variance of 2.47%. Subject to the following conditions. The extent of the variances will generally conform to that shown on the submitted plans attached to the appendix of the decision. Number 2, that the owners obtain a building permit to construct the boathouse with an attached boat port within 3 years of the date of decision of the Committee of Adjustment. And number 3, that the owners remove the waterfront shed located on the dock prior to the issuance of a building permit for the boathouse with the attached boat port. All in favor? And carried.
Thank you.
Yep. The application has been approved. You will get a letter in the next few days notifying you the decision, and the 20-day appeal period starts now.
Okay, next application, please.
The purpose of minor variance application A-2025-0036H for Fifield is to demolish an existing one-story, two-slip boathouse and reconstruct a larger one-story, two-slip boathouse, requiring variances for minimum lot frontage for a two-slip boathouse and maximum lot coverage within 60 meters of the shoreline. No formal correspondence was received.
Anyone wishing to address committee for this? Yes, sir, go ahead.
Oh, hi, I'm Kip Phillips. I'm acting as the agent on behalf of David and Leanne Fifield. And I think pretty much everything is outlined in the staff report. I don't really have much to add, but I'm here to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you. Stand by. I'll turn it over to committee for any comments or questions. Okay, none heard, so I'll ask for a mover and seconder, please, to bring this forward. Moved by Greg, seconded by Lee. That the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves variance application A-2025-0036-H for Fifield to demolish the existing one-story two-slip boathouse and reconstruct a slightly larger 5.9 square meter in area and 0.15 meter in height one-story two-slip boathouse on the subject lands. The following variances to zoning bylaw 2006-125 are required. Under section 4.28.1J, table 4.4, minimum lot frontage for a two-slip boathouse, 90 meters of frontage for a one-story two-slip boathouse is required. Existing is a one-story two-slip boathouse on a lot with 61.3 meters of frontage. So the variance would be for a one-story two-slip boathouse on a lot with 61.3 meters of frontage, which is an increase of 5.9 square meters in area and 0.15 meters in height from the existing boathouse. And under section 6.3, table 6.3, column 2, maximum lot coverage within 60 meters of the shoreline. Maximum permitted is 7.5%, existing is 8.27%, so a variance of 0.16% from what is there. So subject to the following conditions. Number 1, the extent of the variances will generally conform to that shown on the plans attached to the appendix of the decision. And number 2, that the owner applies for and obtains the required permits to construct the boathouse within 3 years of the date of decision of the Committee of Adjustment. All in favor? And carried.
The application has been approved. You will get a letter in the next few days notifying you of the decision, and the 20-day appeal period starts now.
Thanks to the committee.
Thank you.
Okay, Madam Secretary, last application, please.
The purpose of minor variance application A-2025-0037H for Ellery is to construct an addition to an existing dwelling and attached deck, and to construct a 1.5-story garage requiring variances for lot coverage within 60 meters of the shoreline, whole lot coverage, and gross floor area. No formal correspondence was received.
Okay, thank you. I assume you are Adam, and you're ready to talk to us.
Yes, thank you, committee. My name is Adam Kozlowski. I'm with Planscape Incorporated, 104 Kimberly Avenue, Bracebridge. I'm here representing Terry Ellery, property owner. I don't have any additional information above and beyond the staff report that we submitted, and as well as the Seguin Township staff report. I'd like to thank staff for supporting the application and working with us through pre-consultation. Just very briefly, I think on this property, the variances are numerically minor, and the tree cover in this case really mitigates the increased lot coverage and dwelling GFA. I'd be happy to answer any questions the committee may have. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Stand by for a moment. Any questions for Mr. Kozlowski? Okay, mover and seconder, please. Moved by Webb, seconded by Greg. That the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves variance application A-2025-0037-H for Ellery to construct an addition to an existing dwelling and attached deck, as well as construct a 1.5-story garage, and is requesting the following variances to zoning bylaw 2006-125. Under section 6.3, table 6.3, column 2, maximum lot coverage within 60 meters of the shoreline, 7.5% permitted, 8.73% proposed for a variance of 1.23%. Under section 6.3, again, table 6.3, column 2, maximum lot coverage for the entire lot, 7.5% permitted, 8.09% proposed for a variance of 0.59%. And once again, section 6.3, table 6.3, column 3, maximum dwelling gross floor area, 356.6 square meters is the permitted maximum. Proposed is 370 square meters for a variance of 13.5 square meters. subject to the following conditions. Number one, the extent of the variances will generally conform to that shown on the plans attached to the appendix of the decision. And number two, that the owners obtain a building permit to construct the dwelling/deck additions and a garage within 3 years of the date of decision of the Committee of Adjustment. All in favor? And carried. Thank you.
The application has been approved. You will get a letter in the next few days notifying you the decision, and the 20-day appeal period starts now.
Okay, so moving on to other business, we have 2026 Committee of Adjustment meeting dates. Any comments before we call for the resolution to accept that schedule?
I just want to note the November meeting will be on a Thursday, as the Wednesday one fell on November 11th and the office is closed.
Okay, thanks for that. Okay, mover and seconder then to accept the hearing schedule. Moved by Greg, seconded by Wibb. That the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin hereby approves the Committee of Adjustment hearing schedule for 2026. All in favor? And carried. Okay, we have an updated zoning bylaw / official plan memo from the planning folks. Did you want to say anything further?
Sure. So you'll see I did a summary report with the pertinent recent housekeeping zoning bylaw amendment changes that went through. So there's a summary table on that report, but we'll also be consolidating the zoning bylaw. So it's up to date very shortly. So we'll send off a mass email to committee members and let you know when it's ready to be picked up. But all of those changes in the reports will be in the zoning bylaw. So it'll be electronically, as well as we can print off a hard copy if committee members would like an actual physical copy as well.
Okay, thanks. Any questions from committee? All right, so we are moving on to a closed meeting. I will just give oh, sorry, we have one more. Nope, that's it. There were two items. Yeah, so we have a closed section of the meeting coming up, so we'll ask anyone who is not part of that meeting to please leave the meeting, and we'll pause the Zoom access momentarily until the meeting reconvenes to open public. So we will look for a mover and seconder then to enter. So Greg moves, Lee seconds. That the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin does hereby proceed to a closed meeting at 23 minutes after 4 p.m. in order to address matters pertaining to litigation or potential litigation, including matters before administrative tribunals affecting the municipality or local board related to an Ontario Land Tribunal appeal, case number OLT-25-00693, which is a minor variance for application A-2025-0026-M for Roos. All in favor? And carried.
Terry, we're just gonna have to ask you to leave the meeting.
No problem.
Thank you.
Just sorry, I think I missed my file. Did 32 Bayshore already go?
Yeah, it was approved.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I had trouble logging in. I'll see you later. Thank you.
One more.
Mover and seconder, please, to reconvene the public meeting. Moved by Wibb, seconded by Greg. That the Committee of Adjustment of the Corporation of the Township of Seguin does hereby rise from closed session and declare the regular meeting reconvened at 4:34 p.m. All in favor? And carried. So that concludes other business unless anyone else has something. Then I will ask for a motion to adjourn. Moved by Greg, seconded by Lee. That the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin does hereby adjourn this hearing at 4:34 PM on Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. Committee will hold its next hearing at 4 PM on Wednesday, December the 10th, 2025, or at the call of the chair unless the Secretary Treasurer has not received complete applications for committee consideration. All in favor? And carried. We are adjourned. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Taylor.